Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are we? Quick one. I just want to make this video in response to my post earlier. So, speaking of interviews, there are different interview styles depending on the sector you work in. Okay, so there's no one cap fit it all, but however, there's a specific professional method that is used for all interviews. As one who has been in 1001 interviews, no two interviews were the same, but the approaches were almost similar. Now, when you apply for a job, you're shortlisted, then you go through your first level interview, which is written. Some questions, a set of questions are sent to you, and then you provide the answers and send back in a reply. We're already moving away from such questions because of the advent of artificial intelligence. So ChatGPT and the rest have you. So it does not give you the key competence of the candidates. So now we use a method called asynchronous video. So the questions are preset. You have a demo session, and then you provide responses to the questions. You have 1 minute to think through your question, and then 2 minutes to record your answers. Once the 2 minutes is exhausted, you move to the next question, on and on and on, and then you submit. Yeah. Now, after submitting, if you succeed in the first level interview, you're invited for the second level interview, which is the competency-based interview or behavioral interview. So, and there are specific questions that are asked during this interview, and there's a methodology for it. So the STAR approach is what is used. STAR situation. You talk about the situation, the task, the action you took, and what was the results. Those are some of the things you do. So, and this method is just a structured method to answering behavioral interview questions, So you in your situation, you briefly describe the context, the background of the situation. Then you talk about the task, which explains what your responsibilities were, which you had to do to complete when you were in that situation. And the action you took, you mention specific details of the actions you took to address the situation and the results. Then in the results, you just talk about the outcome of the results of your action. So what happened when you took such actions, and then you lay emphasis on what you learned from it, right? So those are some of the ways we access behavioral questions, So when I say tell me about yourself, I'm not expecting you to give me details of what's in your CV. We already read that, yeah? So when you're talking about it, you read through the TOR of the role you're being interviewed for, so you can answer the questions properly. So I give an instance that if it's a program management interview and they say tell me about yourself,